Ross-Age Stadium, home to the Purdue Boilermakers here in West Lafayette, Indiana, and they have been ready to go boiler up since early this morning. Today's matchup, an in-state battle for bragging rights in the Hoosier State. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Ball State Cardinals, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Ready to get this thing started and open the season. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Purdue's offense will go on the attack first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We're just going to see what they do today.
The Boilermakers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Got enough for the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Moore. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. He'll keep it himself. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Boilermakers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They're going to run it. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23. The Boilermakers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. Got his man. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Moore. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Gonna look downfield again. He's got it. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Ball State's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others, that they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
The Cardinals have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to throw, it's Kelly. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Off-play action on first down. The throw. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He'll do it himself. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
That's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick release on the RPO. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Still on his feet at the 45. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Moore. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Complete to the right. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. Back to the ground game on the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. There's the pressure. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Snagged out of the air. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Power football with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger. So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in West Lafayette today, and welcome into the halftime update. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ross-Ade Stadium.
The Boilermakers will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Ball State takes over the football and the Cardinal offense headed out. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw. It's Kelly. Grabbed behind the line. It's Weatherly. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Finds a little space. He's loose. He's at the and he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
PAT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a top 5 battle with enormous ramifications all across football. Here's the latest. Ohio State is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners like Eddie George and Archie Griffin in the pantheon of greats in Columbus. They're trailing by 10 to Texas. We'll parachute back into your game, fellows, if anything changes in this heavyweight battle.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Wants to fire on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Moore. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Zings it complete to the right. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. And the Boilermakers are marching down the field. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Right on the money. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. To the air on first down. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Wide open downfield. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Fires to the wideout. He makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Scanning the field, it's Kelly. That's caught. It's Robinson.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So first down will open up the final period. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Here comes the heat. Crosses to 40. Quarterback gets past the marker. And how about that run? A huge gain and a slide at the end.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Cardinals started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Back to throw, it's Kelly. Touchdown, Ball State. Quick strike through the air for the score. Late in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm gonna win. Let's go, defense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. 2nd down, he'll throw it. This time, he's got his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. A strike downfield. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Boilermakers will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Ross. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Off play action. Pressure coming. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Punt is on its way. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. This senior has seen it all behind center over his career, but not much going so far. And you can mark that clash as advantage defense. His corners made plays. Really, the whole secondary has, David.
They have, and this whole defense has. And this QB, man, he's been very ungood. Like, I don't know how else to say. Like, he just hasn't been the guy that he has the potential to be and hasn't put drives together. And this offense has just sputtered, and it's just one of those days they want to forget.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, it's Kelly. Bringing the heat. He'll try to do it himself. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. And the quarterback takes a knee. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now, to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese.